for me, it kind of started with Amy Dilk, and Amy Dilk was such a tremendous player in the state, and we really needed a point guard, and we really went after her hard. And I think when she committed to Michigan, that gave us an opportunity with all the other Indiana kids, and that gave the rest of the Indiana kids the confidence to know, like, hey, I can leave the state and play some really great basketball and have an opportunity and get a degree from one of the greatest universities in the world. So, eh, yeah, Maddie Nolan. Yeah, we have Maddie Nolan. We got Emily Kaiser. We have Leah. We have Ari Wiggins as a freshman for us this year, and then we have two in the future. So in the future, I'm not allowed to comment on that. Both. Watched her a lot at Carmel. So Todd Winland, who was her high school coach at the time, when I first got to Michigan, Megan Duffy was with me for a while too, and would have a team camp in the summer, and we reached out to a lot of the Indiana schools because they play all through June. More than any other state in the country, they play basketball all year round. I didn't know that. This is all learning for me. No, no idea. So Todd started. Yes, yes. So we had a team camp, and Todd brought his team up. My first year there, the second year, the third year, the fourth year. So I knew of Amy Dilk from a really, really young age. But then I saw her on the circuit as well with Indiana Elite with Tony Marlin, who is just phenomenal and does a great job. And a lot of those kids, like Maddie Nolan and Emily Kaiser, they played on that team. They had such a great team, and they were so much fun to watch. So I watched her a bunch with both. And she's kind of the one who really introduced me to Indiana girls basketball. And I mean, it's just phenomenal, and the level of play in this area is really great. So she's another one that we first saw on the circuit, and Melanie Moore, who's now the head coach of Xavier, she really started to watch her a ton, and she's like, "You have to go watch this kid." And then I watched her pretty much. I didn't miss any of her AAU games, her senior season, and went to a bunch of her high school games as well. But just such a dynamic player, and she was a great high school player, great AAU player, but she's even a better college basketball player, and I think has a chance to be a better pro. I don't know the answer to that. When I first got here, I believed it was history and tradition, and they had a little bit more history and tradition in women's basketball than the University of Michigan has. Now that has changed in recent years, so I think we're always in a battle of who gets which kid. I think when you grow up in the state of Michigan, a lot depends on your family and where they went to school and where you were raised and your community, because there's a lot of pockets of Michigan State and there's a lot of pockets of Michigan. Two great programs, and we have a mutual respect for each other for sure, and for the kids and players in our state as well.